Good morning, today's the 18th of July and I've taken you somewhere today on the vlog that's incredibly special, and it's a folk arts museum and it's probably the most famous one here. So the whole place was made in 1888. It finished in 1893, construction work. It was intended as a place for people of the same surname. Elizabethan time will be people like Smith, let's say, surname, and for people who came here to take their exam, which at the time in China determined what you could do. You could be a mayor, you could be someone who worked in economics district, like civil servant parts. So yeah, so that's what the place was intended to be. In 1959, this place was turned into, as well as the original purpose, now it's a folk arts museum, and hence why you see so many different things that may not even be here before on display, and obviously now it's a museum. So the gate you just saw is actually, I think, made last year in October 2015, where they rediscovered the whole thing that was stored here for hundreds of years, and it's supposed to be a gate that symbolizes religious gods. So yeah, they reassembled it last year, like they cleaned the whole thing, and yeah, it's pretty incredible. Section of poor lighting, I thought I would recap a little bit. I don't want to talk too much in this vlog because I want to just let the art talk about itself, but this section basically has a ton of Chairman Mao's statues, I guess? Like, people created them from mud, whatever they're called. Statues, I'm going to call it. Yeah, so, and there's also other things. As you can see, this is intended as a rich person this is also a bully, a gang member who's bullying a normal working class person who will eventually get his revenge. That is a rich gang member. This is Chairman Mao, this is Margaret Thatcher, the first Prime Minister, I guess you could call it, him, of China. Some would say the greatest Prime Minister China's ever had. Of course everything I'm saying is just like, I'm just retelling from what the museum or what Chinese history said, but it doesn't really necessarily mean it's true. So this guy is a celebrated man who was incredible at working, so it seems, as the story would tell, and yeah, he is just really good at drilling wells. So that is a reenact figure of a hike that the Chinese army went on, I think over 10,000 kilometers to flee away from the Japanese army. So that statue represents that. They talk about what Chinese communism meant at the time, especially what Chairman Mao was talking about. And this group of people is intended to be learning about what Chairman Mao has been talking about and his critical thinking. know, of course, that ivory sculpturing and carving in Asia is like one of the sorest topics about what people do here. That's incredibly morally wrong, and I completely agree. But the work the artist was able to put on it, you know, you can't just deflate from that. It's truly incredible. To expand a bit further on why this thing was even here in the first place is mainly because that people of the same surname from the countryside or townships around the city would come in every year with their new youngsters, like 18-year-olds, who take the test, which I talked about. Whom you can, if you're good at the test, you can become the mayor, you know, instantaneously. So it's an important thing every year for people who studies at that time. So people with the same surname would often go together because they came from the same village, right? So these are places basically like a hostel, if you will, for the people who studies, and that's it basically. This gold piece here is from gold paint and it's carved out from wood. Let me show you the detail. Look at the detail. That's incredible. That piece right there represents peace, and if I close it up, pigeons, symbol of peace. Another peace drawing. As you can see, a girl and a boy symbolizing the youth, I guess, and then you have the little pigeons symbolizing, I guess, peace. Building, look at this. The Communist Party building New China. The old, the new, industry.
Love your name, love your name. Oh, honey, love your name.
This place is really, really incredible. There are so many art pieces and I'm just getting lost. That's a proper hanger basket right there, made out of stones. Got beam, stone basket, flowers. I know I've shot a lot of these plants, but they are pretty cool. As I said, I want to dedicate today's vlog on this folk arts museum, a visual contextualization video on this museum. So I've done that now and I'm about to go home. So I'm going to end this video here. Thank you for watching today's episode, which is a little different to the usual one that I've been doing. You know, you're not following me through the whole entire day. I'm just giving you a detailed, in-depth look to some of the most iconic parts of the city. And if you enjoy the video, give me a like, thumbs up. If you don't, it's unnecessary. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Love your name.